I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to quickly do this video before this area becomes very, very noisy. I've been talking about consistency and commitment. Consistency is one thread that runs through the whole Bible, and if you can grasp the philosophy I'm sharing, you will do well in anything in life. So, I want to talk about consistency and smartness or intelligence. Very few people are born smart. Very few. It is very true that genes play a role in being intelligent. There is a Nigerian family that is one of the smartest families in the world. They are based in the UK. The father, the mother, and the siblings are extraordinarily intelligent. It's also the case of my big sister, Professor Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, whose father and her mother are professors of economics, and she is a professor of economics and the Director General of the World Trade Organization. Now, one of the things you must learn, I know there is the nature-nurture debate. Now, Abedi Pele Ayew played for Marseille, played for Ghana. His two children also played for Ghana and played for Marseille. Same thing with George Weah, whose son I think played for the United States team. Sometimes, apart from the genes that parents contribute, the parents provide a very good model for these children to follow. Provide very good atmosphere for them to learn and resources for the children to excel. And so, however, there are people who, out of consistency and shared commitment, who have become extraordinary in anything and in several fields. There is the 10,000 rule in Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers, that if you can commit 10,000 hours consistently in doing a thing with a set objective, that you can attain excellence. A lot of people have criticized that, but I believe that with minimal or average intelligence and abilities, consistently committing time up to 10,000 hours in order to achieve a level of excellence will definitely produce excellence. If you use the right tools, you are in the right environment, you have the right mentorship, and then you have the right practices. And so, you find out that Nigerians, when they leave this country, the potential intelligence which is in all of us in this country, when they go outside, they do very well, from Russia to China to the UK to America to Brazil, everywhere. So environment matters, the time you put in, the technology you put in, the techniques you put in, consistency and commitment will eventually make you excel. So nobody is really born smart. Very few people. Consistency and commitment will play a great role. In your doing well in life. Forget all these our prayers of the grace of Dr. Apoki, the grace on this. I know my children have grace from me, but they have to work hard. They have to be. My granddaughter is put under intense training and reading schedules. And so she's been coming first in all the arms of her class for up to 2 years now. But she wasn't like that initially. We promoted her and she was coming sixth. But we put in effort, commitment and consistency. She has been coming first in all the arms of her class. And so I have a pastor in Abuja. I had a pastor in Abuja. He's in the UK now. He will drive Uber for 2 hours. He will drive Uber. Then at night, he must solve mathematics for 2 hours before sleeping, apart from prayer. One day, a school in the UK, he applied to the school in the UK to teach mathematics. They interviewed every other person. They said, let's interview that Nigerian. They are usually very good. And they interviewed him via Skype. And he solved the problems and he was employed paid a good salary. He went with his wife. He has had children there. His parents have gone to visit him. He has excelled because solving mathematics 2 hours every day at night before sleeping. For me, I don't understand very easily. I always tell people I am not intelligent. If I was intelligent, maybe I should have been an engineer. But that big sign that looks like one big S, that thing irritated me and confused me. I couldn't read engineering. Medicine was simpler. The nose remains the nose, the dentition remains the dentition, the eye remains the dentition. So with just consistency in reading, going for practicals, going for word run, taking my postings seriously, I was able to master medicine and do well. When I say do well, I never had a receipt or carryover throughout medical school, even though I was borrowing people's books to read at one time. When I went to read a master's in public admin at the age of 56, I found it a little bit more difficult than medicine because they don't define something with one sentence. They will define according to this, according to that, according to that. They will quote this authority. And so how did I cope? I will read that thing 7 times, 8 times, 9 times. There was one I read 11 times. And I made 10 A's. I mastered those things because I went over them consistently. For the 2 years I did the master's program. I don't know if any other student has beaten my record there. It was just sheer consistency and commitment. There is the power that comes from repetition, from repeated attempts, from looking at the thing over and over. So I don't understand easily. I read it over and over. I will tell the person, please come again. Explain it to me. I will tell my real estate manager, please don't, you are too fast. Calm down. Explain to me again and again. Then once I grasp it, I grasp it. Many things don't work at the first instance. Thomas Edison tried 10,000 times to invent the electric bulb, and he failed 10,000 times before he got it. And he said he learned 10,000 times what does not work and how to do it better. Consistency and commitment will eventually be rewarded with success with time. Practice eventually makes perfect. Remember, Thomas Edison was sent out of, the mother took him out of school angrily when they said that he was not smart. You see, there are very few people born smart initially. Igbos do well in their sphere of business because the apprenticeship system, they come to master whatever they are doing instinctively over time. So why don't you put in more effort? Why don't you try to intentionally commit yourself to what you want to become, and eventually you will get there. I had to sit down, write this message. I've been writing messages, doing videos since morning, changing clothes. You don't just grow a YouTube channel by doing funny things. There is consistency. There is commitment to it. And you put in effort, and then your mind is immersed in it. And eventually, success will come. You are good enough to succeed. And I see you at the top. I am Dr. Charles Apoki. I will teach about consistency and the wisdom to legitimately make more money. And we will do that on the 14th and on the 15th of March. And so send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62, and he will send you the flyer. We also have properties for sale. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. Have you ever wondered why Lipton tea is still advertising? Have you ever wondered why kettle tea went out of the market? Have you ever wondered why Bongo coffee went out of the market? Have you ever wondered why Coca-Cola is still advertising? Consistency and commitment to excellence is. I am Dr. Charles Apoki.